6.7, create frequency tables and histograms mastery check. This is a good one. All right, question says, Tim went to the grocery store to get food for a party. His receipt from the store showed the following prices. Using Tim's list, complete the frequency table below, that's this, to show how many items were sold in each of the indicated price ranges. That would be these. Be sure to title the table, label the columns, and record all of the data. So important that you follow these directions. All right, so we've got these price ranges here. It tells us that they're price ranges because these are prices, and it says show how many items were sold in each of the indicated price ranges. So I'm going to go ahead and write this right here, price ranges. And the thing I'm supposed to show is how many items were sold in each of these price ranges. So this is going to be how many items, or number of items. Don't forget, I need to also title the table. So I'm going to call this Tim's Party Shopping, because we know that Tim's going to shop for a party, going to the grocery store. All right, so now I just need to look at the prices on Tim's receipt and tally how many items were in each of these price ranges. So $2.95, that's going to go in this range, $3.99, $2.50, $1.99, $2.89, a lot of cheap stuff. $7.96, that's going to go in this price range because $7.96 is between these numbers. $12.84, that one goes there. $15.75, $10.01, $9.87, $2.35, and $8.65. Okay, so I've got my title of the table, title of the columns, I recorded all the data. All right, next question says, which price range shows the least number of items sold? So remember, these are your price ranges. Which one has the least number of items in it? Well, this one does. So the answer would be $4 to $7.99. Okay, using the frequency table to create a histogram, use the frequency table to create a histogram of the price ranges of the items Tim purchased. Be sure to title, label each axis, and record all of the data. Well, when we're making a histogram from a table, we can just steal the title from the table, put it for our histogram. So I'm going to call this Tim's Party Shopping. And then just like in science, my left side of the table is usually my independent variable and goes on the x-axis. So I can use this label right here, price ranges, as my label on the x-axis, price ranges. And then let me see if I can zoom in here a little bit. Okay. Okay, so I have price ranges, and then I need to put these actual price ranges on my x-axis. Remember that you try to use up all the space that you have. So if I have 4 price ranges that need to go here, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 boxes, I'm going to give each price range 2 boxes. So I'm going to put my tick marks there. Then remember that you're going to put the price range not at the tick mark, like mini graphs, but you're going to put it between the tick marks, because it's going to go underneath the column that shows how many items were in that range. So I'm going to put 0 to $3.99, forgive me for this pen, and then I'm going to put 4 to $7.99, and I'm going to put 8 to $11.99, just getting these straight from the table, and last one is 12 to $15.99. And I need to say that these are in dollars, because my table said that. Okay, now on the y-axis, I'm going to use my right-hand column label, which is number of items. So how many things that he bought fell into each category. And then I'm just going to go ahead and label this axis. I see that I have 6 items is my biggest, and if I go by ones, I will make it to 6 and use a lot of my space, so that's good. So now I'm going to use my frequency table to see how many items were in each category. Well, from 0 to $3.99, I had 6 items. So I'm going to draw my column like this. Notice that I'm taking up that whole space. My columns should touch each other, so I do want to take up that whole space. You don't have to color it in, but if you have time, makes it look a little nicer. All right, I had one item in the next category, so I would just make that bar have a height of 1. Notice again, I'm taking up the whole space. Then 3 items in my next category, 1, 2, 3, taking up the whole space. And 12 to 15.99, I have 2 items there. So looks like this. All right, I have my title, my axis labels, my axis numbers. Looks good.